Well, you got a couple weekends left to go to the Sawdust Festival, their winter fantasy down there in Laguna Beach. Great time of year to go down there. We have one of the artists on this Monday again. It's always nice to get the artists on. We have Roderick Reed, and you are an artist down there that does primarily works in acrylics, but you also do interior design. You have a redesign. And you do a little bit of everything. I was on your website. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of creative things going on with me.
Yeah, how long have you done art in some respect or another? Because I'm looking
all
that
my life.
It goes back at least when it's decorating that you were a kid used to redecorate your room.
Yeah, it's you may look at your own kids and see little things that maybe they're just very neat, or they like to move their furniture around in their room, and you might just think, oh, that's just a thing, but you might find out that that's a job you can get paid for.
Yeah.
So in my case, I have an interior design business in Laguna Beach, and other creative outlets as well. Paintings, I write for the local paper. There's lots of outlets for creativity.
There are, and you studied locally in Southern California.
Yeah, I moved here from Thousand Oaks in the late 80s and went to what's now LCAD in the Canyon.
Okay,
so,
sure.
I've loved Laguna Beach and this area all my life.
Very good.
Good part of it.
Well, for the Sawdust Festival, at least the Winter Fantasy, you are have lots of different paintings that you do. You use acrylics primarily?
Well, the paintings that I'm most known for are my shoe art, and those are done in acrylic, marker, and other things. But
let's take a look at those.
Yeah, more classic training. Those would be oils.
All right, let me hold these up here. Now, do you do the summer festival as well?
I don't. My interior design work keeps me pretty busy.
Okay.
So
yeah, that takes
winter
a
work's
lot
perfect.
of commitment.
Yeah,
there.
that's a long show.
And I think I've seen some of your stuff before because you've been on before.
Yeah. So this is these are paintings done from old sketches by Manolo Blahnik and other great designers. Usually when they design something, it might be just on a legal pad or something, and then they execute it as a shoe. They don't really care so much about the art of it anymore, but indeed it's art. So I've found some of those old sketches, brought them back as full-scale paintings, and then embellished them with Swarovski crystals. And if you you tilt it, you could see them.
It's a little hard to see, but they are on here. So does that mean you design shoes? Or you just have you ever
I have
done
done designs myself too, so you could see a mix of both in the booth.
That's very good. Let's look at the next one here. That could be another thing. Start doing your own shoes, right? Another
yeah, who knows what sticks.
Now this one, I think, definitely has sort of a holiday theme to it.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's intentional.
It's really a spring design, but when you have red and green together, the holidays comes to mind for sure. That's one of my favorites. That one, especially with the jewels on it, sparkle wonderfully. It's just a nice graphic composition.
So was this a shoe that was actually made by someone?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Manolo Blahnik, favorite designer. He's well known.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Wow, that's looks like that would be a difficult shoe to wear, but then it's not the type of shoe I would wear. So there we go. All right, let's. You have a couple more. I think they're down there, right?
Yeah. Well, in the front.
Okay. Oh, very good. They're right there.
My real training and my real love is plein air painting.
Okay.
So these are the guys that you see along the coast painting what they see. And the idea is to catch the conditions of the light as they exist at that moment. Got to be quick. Every 20 minutes or so, the light conditions change. So whatever cool shadow was there when you started goes away pretty quickly.
Now, are you using acrylics mainly?
That's
on this?
oil. Those are all
those are oil. Okay. Because I know acrylics dry very quickly unless you put a retardant.
And that would be really hard. You're exactly right. That would be hard to do for that kind of painting. And oils blend real nice. They do.
Acrylics, unless you're quick with our acrylics, they do not blend very well.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta really play with them a lot. I want to get to this one here because you told me this is a 3D painting.
Yeah, so something new, playing with, I'm just always playing with things creative. So this is a painting in my booth now, contemporary style, but it's three-dimensional. And if you had 3D glasses on, the 3D effect is pretty dramatic.
Now, do you need the special 3D glasses or just the orange?
Well, I have a pair of them here. They're not
The
the old
standard,
red and blue ones, but they're
yeah.
the standard clear ones.
Okay.
So they work as standalone.
Now, if I put
without-
those on, will I notice a
Of course
difference
you will.
here?
There you
Let's
go.
see. I'm going to look these on. Okay, wait. Oh, he's gonna
It's
put
a
them
high
on the.
drama moment
Oh, wow.
here on TV.
There is definitely a difference here. The oranges are popping out, almost especially the figure here. That's incredible. He's going to try and put them on the camera. We'll see about this. Now, how do you do that? Do you have those on while you're painting? Now, let's see. Move it over just to look through one. That would be hard to see. But how do you do that then?
Well,
or is it just certain colors that work with those glasses that
when
pop?
you work with art, you know what colors
come forward and
recede and so forth, and so you learn to. And I'm still learning to figure out how to best execute that technique into paintings.
Are you working with specific hues or are you working with values?
Both.
Okay.
Both. And then you're like any painting. It's really the same principles of any painting, but just sort of manipulating the order that they work.
Yeah,
to make
that is really cool.
Yeah, good fun.
Yeah, you can't see it on camera, but believe me, folks, it really does. It really does work quite a bit.
Yeah, if they come to the booth, I can sit there and stare at them all the time.
Yeah, that is neat. So you do a series of these?
Yeah, I have another.
Let's see.
If you like. So this one pops quite well.
We can put this right in front of this one here.
So,
oh,
no,
wow.
This just happens to be orange again, but orange doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the 3D effect. It's just that orange is my favorite color. So
yeah, go ahead and put it.
So there you go.
This is really... Okay, once again, yeah, you really see the difference. And of course, the darker colors, particularly the black, is receding quite a bit. And the oranges, it's almost like I'm, looking through a hole in a way in here. And it's really remarkable.
Yeah, it's my kids love looking at them, and everybody loves 3D.
Yeah, very good. Well, you've got great paintings here. Great different styles of work. Where are you located? What booth? I didn't get the booth number.
301. So
okay.
Right down the main row, you walk right past Santa's chalet, and I'm right there to your right.
All right, very good. And of course, if you want to get more information about Roderick, just go. It's roderickreed.com, right? And from there, so it's very easy to get to. Maybe you have some interior design needs. He can certainly help you with that, because you have a lot of examples on your website.
And you can see that actually in the booth. I tried to set the booth up to have some mood about it. So the paint on the wall, the quality of the light, the paintings that I show are all to cast a mood in the booth, and that's going back to what I do on a routine basis.
Yeah, very good. Very interesting stuff. Love the 3D stuff. I think that's just that's remarkable, and it really does work, folks. That's great. All right, Winter Fantasy again this coming weekend, and then one more weekend after that, and it's from 10 until 6 on Saturdays and Sundays only. So you've got a couple more weekends to go down there. A lot of fun for the kids. They have Santa. They have the artificial snow and caroling and all kinds of stuff.
Food, beer, and artists doing all different things.
Yeah.
The winter show has a really interesting mix of exhibitors.
Yeah, it really does, and I think it's the best time to go down there. Well, I thank you for coming on. Our show is just about out of time.